Hey everyone, it's Brittany and we are here at Gogo Ichi Horai. Gogo Ichi is 551 in Japanese. And Gogo Ichi is a kind of fast Chinese food. I usually come here to buy pork buns, steamed pork buns, and pot stickers to go because it's really cheap. You can get 10 pot stickers for like $3. It's crazy cheap. But today we are eating at the dining counter, and so I have fried rice, typical fried rice. I've got some seafood with vegetables and yakisoba, like fried noodles, and we have normal, simple egg drop soup. So this is my first time eating at Gogo Ichi. So I'm excited. I love Chinese food, and let's get started here. So squash shrimp, but we need chopsticks. Chopsticks are important. So I'm gonna try the seafood yakisoba first with some noodles. Oh, not many noodles because they're messy. The noodles are like a little chewy, a little crispy, but not like crunchy, which is good. And the scallop is nice and soft, not overcooked at all. So this looks weird to Americans, I know, but this is really common food in Chinese restaurants in Japan. It's just cabbage. We have some bamboo shoots here, shrimp. We've got some bok choy here, and oh, I never remember what this is. It's more seafood. It's good, I promise. And carrots.
I think it's squid.
Oh, it's a squid? It might be squid. It's squid. But it's good. It's really mild in flavor. And so, this is really common Chinese food in Japan. It's a little sweet, but very light flavor. Very healthy. Unlike American Chinese food, which is like lots of fried food. Very oily. But this is not oily at all. And then we'll check the fried rice. Maybe I will try to eat this with my chopsticks here. Fried rice tastes like fried rice. So, if you're ever nervous about eating in Japan, but you know you like fried rice, just go to any Chinese restaurant in Japan. Although if you can hear, it's pretty cheap. It's only 1,250 yen, which at this time is about $10. It's about $10. So pretty decent. It's a lot of food for one person for $10. So, like, if you want the best bang for your buck for Chinese food, of decent quality, I recommend Gogo Ichi. It's a place to be. It's a place to go. So, I'm gonna continue eating and enjoy my food.
So, how was the taste of the noodle?
It was good. It was good. It was a lot of food, so I could only eat like 2/3 of it. But if you have a big appetite, it's really good. And no, yeah, it was really good. Like for the price, it was.
Yeah, it was so
great.
cheap.
It was really cheap. One thing that I'd recommend, or not recommend, but keep in mind, in Japan they don't give you to-go bags. So like in America, it's really common to receive to be able to get your food to go if you don't finish. To say like, oh, can I have a box please to go? That's really common in America, but in Japan that doesn't happen because they're really worried about people eating it later, getting sick because it was out for too long, and then suing the restaurant. So if you don't think you're going to eat a whole plate of the yakisoba, the fried noodles, maybe share with somebody because you're not going to be able to take it with you. So that's my one tip for eating there at Gogo Ichi. And so we have more food though from Gogo Ichi.
Yes.
We have nikuman.
Nikuman.
Nikuman. Niku is meat, and man comes from manju, which means like, it's like a, hard to describe manju. It's like a bun. You can see right here. It's a steamed bun. So the bun itself is made of flour. It's a flour base, and then the meat is inside. If you are in the Kansai area, so Osaka, Kobe, etc., they call it butaman, not nikuman. Buta means pork, and that's because there's pork in it. But this is not traditional, but popular Chinese food. Chinese, if you're curious, it's called xiaolongbao.
Xiaolongbao?
Xiaolongbao.
Xiaolongbao.
Xiaolongbao. Yeah. I said it a little bit of Chinese just because I can. Also, be careful, there's a little bamboo strip. Take that off on the bottom. I almost ate that the first time I ate these. Was not good. So, let's eat it. So there's the pork. The bun's really soft. It's a really unique texture for Americans. We don't have anything quite like this. But honestly, the pork buns are like one of my favorite Japanese foods, like if I'm gonna be honest. I usually buy mine from Gogo Ichi just because they're cheap and easy to get, but you can get them at any convenience store too, like especially in the wintertime. If you go to like 7-Eleven or Lawson, you can also buy them. And the meat's really juicy, really savory, and the bun itself, like the dough, is really, it's a little sweet, and so that's really puts some Americans off a little bit, but it's, I think, a good balance to the savory pork. It's a heavy dish, so you really only need to eat one. Like, I've eaten 2 of these before and it was a mistake. Don't do it. But one is enough, and then maybe some other food on the side. But this is a classic little handheld savory food that's, yeah, honestly one of my favorite foods. So I'm gonna keep eating it.